One angle to both have home runs, that kind of spark.
No, yeah, it's huge. But, I think if you have the right thoughts and you're thinking low and hard, that's when homers come. And when you're thinking homers, that's when grounders and strikeouts come. So, just happy that it paid off for us today.
Josh, I know you hit a home run in your very first playoff game in New York. What did a day like today mean for you?
It was nice to feel the atmosphere, here at home. Obviously in New York, it kind of deafened the stadium atmosphere. Things got quiet. But here, things erupted, especially after Brandon's homer there. So we needed to respond there. We're happy we did. Got some runs on the board, and we were able to, come back and get the win later.
This journey is still going for you, but have you been able to soak it in, just being in the postseason for the first time in your career?
No, yeah, it's definitely a learning experience, but we're just soaking it all in, taking it one game at a time, and if we can lock it in and prepare and leave it all on the field, we know we'll be the last team standing.
What kind of experience are you expecting in Philly when you go to a hungry Philly?
No, I'm pumped for it. I mean, we experienced New York, we experienced LA. I've been to Philly a few times in my career, and I've heard it loud. But I don't think any stadium's going to compete with what we got going here in San Diego.
What was this Petco experience like for you on this?
It's unbelievable. Even I think back on my first game here, over the summer. It's like, man, they're selling out crowds on Tuesdays, Wednesdays. Like, this is nuts. But experiencing, these last couple of games, obviously last series, it's nothing like it. It's why we play the game to play in big moments in the postseason. Hopefully we can bring back a championship to San Diego.
You guys going to take the goose with you to Philly?
I'm sure one of the gooses will make the trip. Yeah, I don't know if all of them will.
Okay. And what's it like when you get back to the dugout and he hits one out as well?
It was huge, just because we came into the dugout and it was 4-0 in the second inning, and we're facing a guy like Nola, who's good and he's hot right now. So go back-to-back homers, a 4-2 game feels a little different than 4-0, so it was huge. It's awesome. It's fun. It's fun baseball. Winning games like this in front of these fans it's pretty incredible. So it's awesome.
A lot of times it's been the guys at the bottom of the order that get the rallies going. How big was that hit and run by Austin Nola and the slide by Hassan Khan?
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge inning. Like I said, I was really proud of this team. That was a huge win. To be down 4-0, it's a pitcher like Nola to come back and fight through that and come up and win is huge.
How confident is this group right now as you guys go into Philly? I mean, you've beaten some pretty good pitchers through this postseason.
We're really confident. We got really good pitching, so we feel confident that if we just put up a couple runs, we're going to win. So if we can get this offense hot with the pitching being hot, anything's possible.
Austin, the TV camera, when you singled off your brother, the TV cameras caught your father, and I think he had like this stoic, what do I do expression on his face.
That's the way it should be, right? I mean, what do you do? I don't know what do you do when that happens. I've never been in that situation. Just love my parents. They've handled it so well. Because this is hard, I'm sure, on parents, right? They raised us, did a great job, and I'm proud of them for what they've had to go through and how they've handled all this.
How does it feel? How much differently does it feel to get a hit off your brother in the NLCS when the stakes are so much higher than in the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good, but it's also there was a point in time where it's like I'm just going to do whatever I can to get on base. Put good barrel on this ball. It didn't really matter that he was pitching. I was going to do that on anybody. But yeah, it's fun moments. I have a lot of fun with it. I know he has a lot of fun with it. It's the lasting memories that you'll have whenever you're done playing, to get the opportunity to face your brother in NLCS. And I'm sure he'd say the same as well, because it's so much fun. You never want it to end.
How big was today for this team, especially after losing yesterday?
We needed a comeback win. We did. We needed to bring our A game. And that's our identity. Show up every at bat, every pitch, do whatever we can to win. Pass it on to the next guy, and he's going to do it. He's going to do it.
The Nola family dinner on for tomorrow, the off day in Philly?
I'm going to talk to Aaron. We'll see what happens. It's going to be it's going to be a fun little 3 games in Philly, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of the atmosphere. It's going to be hostile. It's going to be loud. It's going to be great.